Yes.
Welcome to court, Ms. Sanchez. Court marks you present in person. Speaking to the microphone and to the court, are you David Lee Gonzalez?
Yes.
Welcome to court, Mr. Gonzalez. Court marks you present in person. If I remember correctly, and I'm trying to piece together what happened before, but I think at the last setting, you were both present and you have a disagreement as to what should happen with the youngest of 3 children.
Yes.
Yep.
And I think because of that, the court said that it would be necessary to talk to your son, because it really is going to be a she said versus he said. And even if I take everything as true, if I remember correctly, everybody agreed that Ms. Sanchez was a good parent. Mr. Gonzalez is a good parent. So there's just nothing to tip the scales one way or the other. It's just you both weigh down heavily in your all's favor, right? So there's really hard for the court to make an assessment as to what is in your son's best interest if everybody says you're good and you're good, right? So I met with your son today. So I know, he's not just someone on paper. He's not just a 8-year-old who I don't know. And now I know his likes and dislikes, and what schools he goes to, what are his favorite subjects, and all these things. How many pets at one place, how many pets at the other, all these things. So I have a good understanding of who he is as a person. Remind me, Ms. Sanchez, this is your request?
Yes.
Tell the court what is it you're asking.
Well, I'm asking for my son to stay with me, how my daughters are as well. So we can, whenever they're together as my daughters, he can also be there. I mean, I'm not asking to take them away from him. Like whenever he takes them, he takes all 3, not just him.
That's a little different, but why wouldn't he take all 3?
Because he just takes him, like he just took him.
So your request is not that he not take your son, but that he also takes your daughters.
Whenever they go with him, whenever he takes, like.
Well, this is a little different. So the dispute, at least on your, and I'll hear from Mr. Gonzalez in a second, but the dispute for you isn't that he shouldn't be with his son, it's that he should also be with his daughters. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, but the last time he only had him, so I was not able to really see him. Like since he took him, I wasn't seeing him.
Mr. Gonzalez, you heard these things. You know what? I should put you under oath at this point. Ms. Sanchez, Mr. Gonzalez, would you both raise your right hands? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony that you give in this cause will be the truth, so help you God?
Yes.
Yes.
Both have answered yes. Ms. Sanchez, you just told the court some things. Is everything that you told the court true and correct?
Yes.
All right, Mr. Gonzalez, you heard the comments made by Ms. Sanchez. Tell me what you think I should know.
I do go out with the girls. I go see the girls every time I get a chance. After schools, I text with them. I'm literally texting with them right now while I was sitting down. Girl's a little bit older. He's younger.
Tell me the ages of your daughters.
The oldest one's 14, and the one that after her is 13.
And 13 and 14. Your son did tell me that. 2 sisters, 14 and 13.
And he's 8. He's always with me because, like I said before on the previous court, I am the coach for the team that we run, the Cubs. He did
tell me that too. Yeah.
And we do practice 4 times out of the week. We don't practice on Wednesdays because Carly has her games, her basketball games. She has a tournament today. She says I don't take the girls anywhere. I try my best to take the girls as much as I can. I tell them, let's go have dates, let's go buy shoes, let's go anything they want to do so I can at least have a chance to talk to them. They do say no. I keep trying and trying, even if it's just there outside the house for me to be able to see them. To me, 15, 20 to 30 minutes just to see them there is what
so you're saying that, if I understand you correctly, I don't want to put words in your mouth, but I just want to make sure that I understand what you're saying. You're not saying I don't want to see my daughters. It's that if they don't come in the car, I can't physically put them in the car.
That's correct.
But your son does get in the car, and that's why you visit with him.
Not that they don't get in the car. We have gone, and I took them all 3 together. I took them to the movies together. We've tried several things like, hey, let's go do this, let's go eat. Most of the time, they'll be like, Papi, I'm doing homework, or Papi, I don't want to go out. I don't feel like going. I'll be okay. Well, next time I might, but I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. Every day is we're gonna try next day. With him, it's mainly he just gets it. He's like, I'm all like, I've told him several times, I'm like, you don't want to come, dude. Like, or like, because sometimes you'll be like, I don't want to go with them because it's a girls thing. Like, okay, but you still gotta go. When I tell the girls, I'm like, you gotta come over here. They do come, but I do understand they do have more homework.
Well, it sounds like both of you are on the same page as with regard to your daughters. It sounds like Miss Sanchez says you need to visit, and Mr. Gonzalez says, yeah, I should, and I want to. They just need to come on board. So it sounds like you're on the same page now. And I also understand, I guess, based on what you're telling me, is that all persons around that age go through different changes. They go from being young kids to being young adults. So perhaps that what could be going on there, and sounds like, but so nobody here has any objection, if I understand, that Mr. Gonzalez should have regular normal possession visits scheduled and court ordered. Is that your position, Ms. Sanchez?
Buckle up, guys. Today we are stepping straight into a courtroom where tension is already in the air. Within seconds, the judge lays out the core issue. Two parents locked in disagreement over their youngest child. There's no build-up, no soft entry, just a direct plunge into conflict. What makes this opening powerful is how quickly the stakes are established. You can already sense this isn't a simple dispute. It's structured, serious, and emotionally loaded, setting the tone for everything that follows.
What is normal?
Well, so the laws of the state of Texas say first, third, and fifth weekends of the month, Fridays through Sundays, Fridays after school through Sundays.
I'm fine with that.
Is that your request and understanding, Mr. Gonzalez?
Yeah. The only thing I had problem with is like when I read the paperwork that they showed me right now, that only she has consent of everything that goes on in their lives, like talking about school, residencies, and everything else.
So let's talk about one thing at a time. My first question is that standard possession schedule. Do you agree or do you disagree with that?
Yes, that's fine.
All right. So, and do you believe, Ms. Sanchez, that standard possession schedule is in your daughter's best interest?
Yes.
Do you believe the same thing, Mr. Gonzalez, that standard possession schedule is in your daughter's best interest?
Yes.
Is there any dispute, Ms. Sanchez, that your daughters live with you?
No.
Is there any dispute, Mr. Gonzalez, that your daughters live with Ms. Sanchez?
No.
All right. So the court is going to give Ms. Sanchez the exclusive right to designate the residence. So the only thing then left, Mr. Gonzalez, is where do you think your son should live?
I believe our son should be with me.
And that's fine. I know you hesitate, and I want you to think that I have no stake. I mean, I just want to do whatever's in your son's best interest. Tell the court why you believe that.
Like I said, my daughters are young adults. It is a change for them. He's basically been with me since birth. I was laid off. Our child's always I've taken care of him since the beginning. He's very attached. Like I've told you, baseball's a big thing in his life. He does mainly do a lot of stuff with me, and I tell her it's not that I don't want to be with the girls or anything. It's just I do try to bring them on board. And like I told her before, they are young adults. Our daughters do go through the boyfriend and everything.
So limit what you're telling the court, because you're bringing up your daughters and your daughters and your daughters and your daughters. So there is no disagreement with your daughters. You know what's in their best interest. Ms. Sanchez knows what's in their best interest. So we're moving on. The question is only with regard to your sons. Focus only on that. You think your son should live with you. You need to help me understand why.
Because I've been in his life more. I've been there more. And like I said it before, the reason he's with me all the time is because we do practice 4 times out of the week. We do have tournaments a lot. So baseball, me, him, and baseball is the main thing that keeps us like going every day, school every day. I pick him up after school. She does. It's like she said right now, we're not taking him away or anything. It's like I've told her before, I'm not taking him away, but I do think it's in the best interest that he's with me.
Now, before I get a response, and I presume, but I guess I'll ask right now if Ms. Sanchez agrees or disagrees with any of that. But she had told the court earlier on the record right now, and I think I remember from the previous hearings that during a visit, you took your son and then didn't return him. True or not true?
Not true.
Has he ever spent the night with you for more than 2 or 3 days?
But right now, it's yes.
Tell the court that situation. What happened?
I was still living at the house
Still living at what house?
at 114 Los Fresnos.
I mean, but the house with Miss
Miss Sanchez.
Sanchez?
Yes.
So you didn't take the son?
No, we got into an argument. I left to my mom's house so he can kind of cool down. My son left with me because he was crying. I'm like, you know what? Let's go take a ride. Let's go chill. We'll be back tomorrow after school. We'll go back home and try to calm everything up. She went to my mom's house. From
So
there,
you lived at a house with Miss Sanchez. You can lower your hands.
All right, guys, now the judge does something interesting. He removes the easy path. Instead of favoring one side, he makes it clear that both parents are seen as good. That might sound positive, but in reality, it complicates everything. When both sides are equally strong, the decision becomes far more difficult. The judge even meets the child to understand him personally, raising the stakes. This moment quietly shifts the case from argument to judgment, where facts alone won't decide the outcome.
And there was some sort of, I guess, verbal escalation, tempers and emotions. And you went to your mom's, but you took your son with. At the time, your son lived in the house, but you took him out of the house with you to your mom's house. That's what you're telling the court.
yes, that's correct.
And then what happened?
Cops showed up, talked to the police.
Wait, so the cop showed up because you called, she called, they just randomly showed up?
She showed up to my mom's house, making a scene. My mom started making a scene. My stepdad's the one that said, you know what, let's call the cops because either her or somebody's not going to agree on something.
So she went, according to you, Mr. Gonzalez, Ms. Sanchez went to your mom's house. And obviously, if she was making a scene, she was upset over something. What do you think she went there to do?
She said that I took our son without her consent. And I told her I don't have to consent when I'm just trying to take our son to calm down.
And why were you taking the son?
He was crying in the room while I was in the room.
Crying in what
Because
room?
we left her in our room, which is our master bedroom. I was like,
Okay.
you know what? I'm not going to argue no more. I
Yeah.
went to the room and
Yeah.
he heard us arguing.
Yeah.
I got up, I put on my tennies, and he's like, I want to go with you. I'm just going to go outside, dude. Like, I'm just going to chill, try to relax. He's like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here fighting. I rather
Who
just
said that? You said that or he said that?
He said that.
Okay.
He's like, all right, well, let's go take a ride. Let's go to grandma's house, grab some stuff. In the morning, I'm going to drop you off at school. After that, I'm going to pick you up and we're going to go back home.
And then what happened?
She showed up, made a scene at my mom's house. Cops were called.
Yeah.
The cops told her directly right there, because there's no order, she has no right to take him. Because our son did tell the cops, I just want to stay here. We'll go back tomorrow.
And then how long was your stay at your mother's house?
We did try to go back that day. What she did, she changed the locks on the doors. Cops told me you can go inside if you like, but steal your house. There's no order. She cannot be doing that. What I did is I chose the way of peace. I just went, you know what? I'm not gonna deal with this. I told my son, you need to stay here. He's like, I don't want to stay here. I'm scared. I don't want to be fighting anymore. I'm like, all right, dude, I might grab some stuff and we're just gonna go.
So at that point, when you grabbed some stuff and you went, did your son stay or go with you?
He left with me.
And where did you go?
First, we went to my mom's house. We stayed there for 2 weeks. And then it was a hassle because my mom does live in Los Presidentes, which is a little bit farther where he goes to school at. So I asked one of my uncles that we can stay with him because it is closer to his school. And that's the same place we're getting the apartment at.
What does that mean? Like in the same apartment complex?
Yes, sir.
Understood. And how soon will you have? How soon are you looking to rent?
When I talked to the lady on the apartment building, they did tell us that I told her what's going on. She's like, I'd rather tell me which room is best for you because they do go based on like income or how many tenants live in there. So I told her I have court this certain days. So after those courts, I'll give you the right payment and when you can start moving into the apartment we got there.
But what does my decision have anything to do with
It's just
where she did?
because I need to write down the tenants that are gonna be there. Because she's like, so are they gonna be here? They're not gonna be here. That's what kind of confused me because I've never
Who
got
is
asked
they? So maybe you and the son, maybe you, the son, and the daughters, or who does she think could live there?
that. Basically, I didn't understand that. I just told her if it's gonna be me, it's gonna be me and my kids, which is three. So it's a 3 bedroom or the 2 bedroom y'all got. But she's told me I need to know verify names and who is actually gonna be at the apartment.
Can't you just pick? Can't you just say,
That's
hey,
what I
hey,
sorry.
give me 1 second. Is it possible that you tell your landlord, I'm looking to rent a 1 bedroom or I'm looking to rent a 2 bedroom? Is that not the way this apartment complex works?
Buckle up, because this is where the narrative starts to twist. The mother steps in, and instead of blocking access, she reframes the issue entirely. Her concern isn't about denying the father time, it's about fairness among the children. She wants the son treated the same as the daughters. That subtle shift changes everything. What initially looked like a custody fight now becomes a deeper issue of balance and inclusion. It's a strategic move that adds emotional weight without sounding aggressive.
I haven't been in apartments in a while, Your Honor. I'm
Yeah.
very honest with you. We've been living at this house for more than 8 years.
So right
it's something new.
now, you then now live with your uncle?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And how many persons live at that residence?
3.
Your uncle, you, and who?
His 2 daughters. Sorry.
So 4.
Yeah.
4, not including your son.
Yes.
Where do you and your son sleep with your uncle?
I sleep in the living room, and my son sleeps either in my uncle's room or he sleeps in one of the girls' rooms.
I'm going to ask you one more time. And if you don't know, it's okay to say, look, I'm not fishing for one specific answer. I just need to know if you know. And if you don't know, it's okay to say you don't know, but you're looking for a place of your own. Do you know when more or less you would have access to your own place?
If I get the order today, I'll get it tomorrow.
Ms. Sanchez, you heard the testimony of Mr. Gonzalez. He says, by the way, Mr. Gonzalez, the date that there was I think a verbal escalation and you first went to your mother's house, when was that?
It was November. I know it's a week before November 10th.
All right, so early November 2025.
Yes, sir.
And since then, where has your son lived?
With me.
All right. Ms. Sanchez, Mr. Gonzalez says there was some sort of verbal or emotional escalation early November. He went to his mom's and his uncle's, and your son went with him. Is that more or less the situation?
Well, there was no verbal argument from me. He left for a whole week prior to him coming back November.
Wait, so when you say he left for a week, was that before early November or after early
Before November.
So he was gone for a week. He came back.
He came back.
Where do you think he went? Where do you think he went for that week?
According to him, he went to Memphis. I don't know if that's true or not. But he left for a whole week. So
Why is that an issue? So
Because-
give me 1 second. So are you married to Mr. Gonzalez?
no,
But you have 3 children together.
yes.
So I guess, and how long have you lived before November? How long had you lived with Mr. Gonzalez?
We've been together before that. Well, 13 years.
Lived.
Oh.
So you lived together And have 3 kids. Have you lived together? So your oldest child is 14. Have you lived together for 15 years or just like a year?
Yes,
Which
15.
15 years. All right. So you're living together, you're having children together. He up and leaves to Memphis. Tell the court that situation. What happened with that situation?
Well, not only that, but he's been like he leaves the house and he tells the kids, "You're not gonna see me. Your mom's not gonna let you see me." So that's why it's important. When he left, he didn't see Panson, or Panson didn't see him. So when he came back, he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna leave, and you're not gonna see me. Your mom's not gonna let you see me."
Let
So
me tell you the same thing that I told the other person. It's going to go a lot quicker and a lot. I promise you. I know there's a lot of things on both of your minds, a lot of important information, but I promise you, I'm asking very specific questions for very specific reasons. I want to get to the truth and put your son in the best situation. So you're living with Mr. Gonzalez for more than 14 years. You have 3 children together. He leaves and he comes, according to you, but something happened early November that he leaves to Memphis, and this somehow sets in motion all these things. Tell the court what happened during that time period. He leaves to Memphis, and what is your understanding? What is your belief?
I mean, why he left? Or like
Yeah, what's going on in your head?
nothing, because he does that a lot. To me, it's nothing but
So it was completely normal.
yeah.
If it was
He
normal, it wouldn't have caused this huge
Well, when he
escalation.
came back, the
Yeah.
same day, November 11th,
Yeah.
he started an argument, and he thought just because he got some money and he was gonna start paying, I was gonna be fine because we were already not together. He was just
Paying what?
bills. It's-
So before that, he wasn't paying bills.
No,
All right, now the father takes the floor, and this is where emotion starts bleeding into logic. He doesn't deny involvement. In fact, he insists he's trying. According to him, the real issue is that the daughters don't cooperate. He paints a picture of effort met with resistance, which puts the situation in a gray area. You're no longer looking at neglect versus care, but willingness versus circumstance. It's compelling because it challenges the assumption that access equals connection.
So he went to Memphis for work?
according to him,
What do you think he's doing in Memphis? What did he say he was doing in Memphis?
he went with his friend that's a truck driver.
He was truck driving in Memphis?
His friend is a truck driver, and he went with his friend. I don't know.
Okay, so his friends, he came back, and then what happened?
And he was like, "Oh, I can help you pay bills. We can go back. We can be back together, normal, this and that." And I'm just like, just because you're bringing money, I'm just gonna say yes. Let's be back together. We were not together for the 2 years, but he was living there, and he was staying in my son's room. So since it didn't go his way, like he said, okay, he went to his room, which is Panzon's room. He took Panzon. I thought we were all going to bed because it was past 10. And I just hear his truck leave. And I'm like, okay, I'm expecting for Panzon to come to my room because he doesn't like to stay by himself, but he doesn't. So I get up and I check, okay, maybe he's with the girls. So I go with the girls and he's like, no, he left. He's not here. He's probably with Pa. So then I'm like, what? It's past 10. He didn't tell me. He was to say, oh, you know what? I'm gonna take Benson because he's crying. I don't know for what, because like I told you, I wasn't arguing. There was nothing saying, or when he left the room, he wasn't even crying. At least I didn't see him crying. And so there's no other way. Either his grandma or his mom, because it's already late.
What time of the day was this?
November 11th,
What time of the day?
past 10 p.m.
Let me ask you this. So he leaves from Memphis, he gets back from Memphis, and then he goes to his mother's house. From the date that he got into Laredo
Mhm.
from Memphis and the day he went to his mom, how much time elapsed? Same day, different days?
Well, that weekend, I think he came Saturday of that, because
He returned on a Saturday,
Sunday.
then Sunday he went to his mom's?
No, because that's the holiday, I think, Monday. Because I remember because I didn't work. November 11th is a holiday. So that's when, and that 10 p.m. is when he took my son. And that's when he went to
Of
his
what
mom.
day?
November 11th.
And when he get back from Memphis?
Oh, I don't know. He didn't get home, but he got home on Saturday.
So he got home late on Saturday and he left to his mom's on Sunday.
On Monday.
On Monday. So there was a day in between. All right. Had Mr. Gonzalez ever taken your son?
No,
This was the first time?
yes,
Now, you've said it's your testimony that Mr. Gonzalez would leave at certain time.
on his own.
And would he leave for a day, a month, a week, an hour? How much time in general, on average, would he be gone?
Well, a lot. Like every day he would leave, but this time he left for like a
What does
whole,
that mean? He would leave from 8 to 5 to work, or he would leave? What do you mean?
like after practice. His practice normally ends at around 9. By 9:30, he's home.
Whose practice?
Their practice, but baseball practice.
At 9 p.m.?
Hmm.
Okay. And
They
then
get home, he leaves, and he doesn't come till the next day in the morning. So that's how our situation had been for the past year.
and where do you think he's going?
I don't know. I at this point I don't ask him because it's just life.
So you're with this person, you're with this man, you're living with him for 13, 14, 15 years. You're having children together. He's taking your son to practice. And it's gotten to the point where you don't even ask why he's not coming home at night.
Like I mentioned, for the past 2 years, we already said we're not going to be together. So, because it was the same issue, and I'm not going to be here waking up, hey, where are you? Hey, it's training.
Yeah.
So at this point, like, why am I gonna still ask him if it's the same thing? Like at this point, I don't ask him. You don't talk to me. I don't talk to you. That was the situation when we were living together.
And how long had that been going on?
Not talking.
The not being at the home. You said you were separated for 2 years.
Yes.
Now, Mr. Gonzalez believes it's in your son's best interest that your son live with him. What do you have to say about that?
I mean, he doesn't have a stable job. He doesn't have a car. He doesn't have his own bed.
Buckle up, because the judge now cuts through the noise and finds common ground. Both parents, despite their differences, actually agree on one thing: the daughter's arrangement. That moment is critical. It narrows the battlefield and removes distractions. What seemed like a complex family dispute suddenly becomes focused on one central question. This is where the case tightens, and the real decision begins to take shape, stripping away everything that doesn't directly impact the youngest child.
Well, let me ask you the reverse. Do you have a job?
Yes.
What do you do?
I'm an HR compliance for a bank.
How long have you been doing that?
That position for a year, but I've been with the bank for 13 and a half years.
And do you have a vehicle?
Yes.
Do you have a valid driver's license?
Yes.
Do you have insurance?
Yes.
I asked the question. I mean, you put it out there, but I don't want to presume. You have your own bed?
Yes.
Mm. Mr. Gonzalez, I need you to respond to these things. Ms. Sanchez says you don't have a job. True or not true?
Not true.
What job what do you currently do?
I have a clothing company, which we do uniforms for baseball leagues. We do uniforms for leagues in the United States, from here to all the way to New York. I just signed over my trucking company to one of my brothers, and I still run what is basically the day-to-day policies of that company.
What's the name of the company?
For the clothing company is DMP Uniforms, and for the trucking is SCNENS Trucking.
SCNS. When I'm sorry, DMP Uniforms. How long have you owned that company?
DMP Uniforms, I've had it for 2 years.
Are you the only owner?
Yes.
What about the trucking companies, SCNS? How long have you owned that?
I've owned that one for 4 years.
All right. Do you have your own vehicle?
I did have my own vehicle. She did take it away from me. She is in possession of it. I was paying the vehicle. I do have proof that I was the one paying the vehicle. But since she paid, I think it was a $2,000 because it got picked up, she took it in her power to say that the vehicle belongs to her because it was $2,000.
So to answer my question, do you have a vehicle?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
You could just say yes. I ask you, do you have a vehicle? No, she took it away and she has it, but I was paying it. But now I ask you again, and the answer is yes. I'm gonna ask you one more time. I just need you to be straight with me. And so please, do you have a vehicle?
Yes, Your Honor.
How long have you owned the vehicle?
6 years.
The vehicle that she took away from you?
Yes. If I have a vehicle right now, yes, I do have another vehicle.
The 6-year-old vehicle.
He has my truck, and I have another vehicle. I just got another vehicle.
I don't know how to explain to you that you are so non-responsive. Do you have a vehicle? Yes. Who has it? But she has it, but I was paying for it. Okay, so you don't have a vehicle. No, but I have another vehicle. What vehicle do you have, if any?
It's a Toyota Camry.
The Toyota. This is not the vehicle that she has that you were paying.
No,
This is some other vehicle.
it's another vehicle.
The Toyota Camry. How long have you had that?
3 months.
And is it under your name?
No, not right now.
Whose name is it under?
Under is Amanda Valadez,
Who is Amanda Valadez?
my cousin.
So you're borrowing your cousin's vehicle.
No, we're just waiting for the title to get here so I can go ahead and take it and change it.
Have you paid for it?
Yes, Your Honor.
How much did you pay for it?
1,800.
And so you're driving a vehicle, you don't have the title. Do you have insurance on it?
Yes.
Do you have a valid driver's license?
I'm about to have court on the 22nd, and no, I don't have a valid driver's license right now.
The last thing that Ms. Sanchez mentioned, do you have your own bed?
Yes, I do. It's in storage.
All right. Anything else anybody would like to say? I think you all know where this is going. I mean, it's pretty clear what the court's decision can be. I mean, I could keep asking more questions to see what the truth is or how to get there. But I mean, I think anybody that would be hearing this case would reach the exact same conclusion and decision. It seems like the best interest of this child, this 8-year-old son, is that you both have the same rights over your son, the same rights, duties, responsibilities, and obligations, except that Ms. Sanchez should and is hereby granted the exclusive right to designate his residence. Visitation will be standard and extended if that's what you choose.
All right, guys, this is the pivot point. The judge shifts all attention to the son, and suddenly the pressure intensifies. There's no more hiding behind broader family dynamics. The father clearly states he believes the child should live with him, and now he has to justify it. You can feel the weight of that statement because it's no longer theoretical, it's decisive. This is where opinions turn into arguments, and arguments start being tested under scrutiny.
And I honestly believe and I find that that is in your son's best interest. And I do this because in one house, the son has a stable home environment with his own bed, and in the other situation, and it's not that it's bad, it's just that it's just not stable. You're living with your mom and with your uncle. I know you have a bed, but but you're not sleeping in storage. So the answer should be I do, but I don't because I'm not using it. So, and then even if the court were to get through all of that, I can't just do away with it, but let's just assume for the sake of argument that I can. If I send your son with you, it's to some unknown situation. You don't even know if you're going to have a 1-bedroom, a 2-bedroom, a no bedroom, or anything else. It's just such an unstable, unpredictable, not permanent environment. No court could do that. So you are the petitioner, Ms. Sanchez. The court finds that it is in your son's best interest to grant your request in full. Let me review the orders in your case. Mr. Gonzalez, are you currently paying child support?
No,
How much child support do you think you should be paying?
the last time I was paying it, they were taking away 152 every week when I was in the oil field.
$152? $152 working in the oil fields.
A week. That's what child support gave.
Well, you should be paying child support for 3 children. So you have an 8-year-old, a 14, and a 13. Do you have any, are you responsible for the payment of child support for any other children?
No, yeah.
Just those 3?
Yeah.
How much do you make per month?
It varies.
You tell me, how much do you make? What's the average?
$300 a month.
How much?
300.
$300 a month?
It varies. I can't really tell you like a number.
Your testimony here today is that it's in your son's best interest to live with you. You're the owner of 2 businesses and you make $300 a month.
Yeah. If I can give you a number, the most I've made in a month is about 10,000. And then it just goes for 2-3 months, maybe like 1,000, 2,000, and it starts picking up again. It just varies on the seasons. For whatever seasons I'm doing the uniforms. Like I just said, the trucking company, I just signed it over. So the trucking company, I'm only getting paid as a dispatcher. And like I said, I only get paid a percentage, whatever I can bring into the trucking company.
Are you ordered to pay any amount of child support?
No, Your Honor.
Had you previously been ordered to pay child support?
Yes.
Did you pay that child support?
Yes.
Were you in arrears at any time?
What was that, sir?
Did you owe this child support? Did you have back pay, arrears?
No, the last time I remember I was paying for the child support, they took off some of the back pay, but they told me that I owed what did I didn't say the one for the insurance.
Did you owe child support and a court found that you owed a certain amount?
Yes.
What was that amount?
Like $2,000 for the insurance.
Child support.
That on the child support paper, it said something about the insurance. It was $2,000.
Child support is different from medical insurance. I know you're saying medical bills and payments. I'm asking about child support. Did you owe child support?
Yes, Your Honor.
How much?
It said 2,000 for
I know the answers. I'm just trying to see if you can be honest with me.
the paper that goes up to our house, the one that gets mailed to us. It says District Attorney Child Support, and it's
16,000 is the right answer. You owed, and you had a judgment taken against you for $16,000. If it's true what you're telling the court that you were ordered to pay like 100 and something per month, in order for you to get to $16,000 in child support, and what I find just outstanding, that you can come to court and say it's in my son's best interest, let alone that I leave for some time, that I have businesses that only make $300 per month, that I don't have my own place. But in the past, when the court said pay child support, you didn't even do that for the children that you were responsible for, so that in November the 6th of 2019, the associate judge found that you were in arrears for $16,000. Were you aware of that?
No, Your Honor.
Your signature is on the order. When I ask you questions and I tell you that sometimes I know the answers, I'm trying to see if you can be honest with the court. I don't think you can, sir. And those are public records. I'm going to order standard visitation, but you have the right to elect extended standard. Mr. Gonzalez, would you like extended standard visitation?
No.
So you want less visitation? Do you want less visits or more visits?
More visits? Yeah.
Understood. The court finds it has jurisdiction over this matter. The court has met with your son. He loves you both. He has only good things to say about you both. That's just what made the decision initially really hard, because I think you're both fine parents. It's just that it's clear to the court that it is in your son's best interest to have stability that can be provided by Ms. Sanchez. So the court is designating you both as joint managing conservators, but Ms. Sanchez will have the exclusive right to determine the child's residence. I've made some modifications to your rights. I didn't give Ms. Sanchez the exclusivity to a couple of things, but you can see those in the orders. On child support, just based on your testimony and based on your lack of payment, but your lack of testimony here, I'm setting child support at least at minimum wage. You should be able to do that. $300, $360 per month beginning on the 1st of the month, March 1st, 2026. Once your oldest ages out, 300, and then once the second oldest ages out, 300, 235 after that. You're to reimburse the state for $50 for being on Medicaid, and I've listed your extended, so you're getting normal visitation plus extended standard because that's what you have elected, but Ms. Sanchez will have the exclusive right to determine all of your children's residences. These are the orders of the court, and the court does this in the best interest of all of your children, including your 8-year-old son. Ms. Sanchez, do you have any questions for the court?
No.
Mr. Gonzalez, do you have any questions?
No.
I wish you both very well, but more importantly, I wish your 2 daughters and your son all the best. Have a good day.
Buckle up, because this is where everything unravels into raw, layered conflict. The father lays out his reasoning, routine, bonding, and consistency, but then the story takes a sharp turn. Allegations surface about taking the child, police involvement, and unstable living conditions. What follows is a back and forth that exposes deeper issues: trust, past behavior, and conflicting narratives. The mother counters with her own version, bringing up past absences and inconsistencies. At this point, it's no longer just about custody, it's about credibility, stability, and who truly offers the better environment.